Little Teddy wants to wake up where I am. Little Teddy won't say anything at all, so why don't I slide? Oh, slide, and little Teddy will do anything I ever dreamed to be complete. Little pieces of nothing that fall on me. Put my arms around little Teddy. What I feel is what I am, and what I am is beautiful. Or run away, and little Teddy will do anything I ever dreamed to be complete. Little pieces of nothing that fall on me. Put my arms around little Teddy. What I feel is what I am, and what I am is beautiful. Oh, May. Little Teddy thinks I'm beautiful? If I could blush, this would come in handy right now. This is so moist. I'm going to take so much. I'm going to take so much. And what are you going to take poems or food blogs? Ready to reach you, tell me just to read it. Oh, thanks. That's what little Teddy says to everyone who wants to marry her. Another one to the pile, another one bites the dust. Michael Jackson's on Russia from Forbes coming out soon, I hope. $1 is worth 112,000 units of currency in Iran. That's a lot of dowry money for little Teddy's man in marriage. Steffi Gaff said to a fan who wanted to marry her, how much money do you have? I love me some Steffi Gaff, I love me some tennis finger bracelets, feet, each foot station, COVFEFE, cringy, CNGY. Excellent. No! Haha, eat my shorts. These are vocal training exercises so I can announce your words and pronounce them correctly. Asterisk. I'm like grammar from everybody's.com. As long as I give you my Deborah, this should be mandatory. Middle Easterners should do candlelight vigil for all the humans who died from Eastern countries conflict. This should be mandatory cultural exchange instead of mandatory military service from many countries like Israel, Iran, and Arab countries like Dubai. Sharing food is love. We can respect each other's language, religions, culture, tradition, and some time marijuana or alcohol should be legal so don't overdose and die. 60% of the time I face Little Teddy every time. What the world needs now is for Little Teddy and their single friend or single family member of Little Teddy to post to maybe on Instagram. That is just one thing in this world has too little love. If USA gives around technology to make some radical amounts of fresh water from salty water, Iranians will love Trump so much. Iranians will love Trump so much. Iranians will build a golf course for Trump inside of Iran and a Disney World franchise inside of Iran for Trump too. Cynicism poison the heart, never lose hope, my dear heart. Miracles do anything invisible. Hashtag Rumi RUMI. 260 days out of the year we have sunlight in Iran. That's a lot of renewable energy from Middle Eastern countries. Ladies, I'll have a Michael Jackson sound having the food menu. Hey, oh my God, that's what I was saying. I know it really cares about the Middle East. We really care for peace and coexistence in the Middle East, for the Middle East, by the Middle East, in the democracy. I try to kill the movie. Let's unite, power for south. Here beneath the bow, fast and donkey, man, book of verse, me on the kind of you know, says, of single, tiny, penny, war in the wild, carrying the taker, carrying the wilderness and paradise now. Hearts with light of love, illuminate well, whether in Moscow synagogue they dwell, have their names written in the book of love, and vexed about hopes and refuge of hell. I'll have about 10 seconds and sounds of heavy from a new. It sounds like they're making a baby and giving birth to a baby. All at the same time. Same time, Jackie Chan. That's so moist. Chris Tucker. Culture opens doors. Politics closes doors. See? Fool Q, fool me. Twins, Basil, twins, nature's wins, life, their talent, talking me up others. These are vocal training exercises for all my nephews and nieces. I've learned my time and space, and all my relatives as well. I learned English in grade 3. I can't speak English well. I can't speak Farsi well. I can't speak Persian well. I can't speak well at all. And I get all these tip of the tongue moments, you know. That's the life. C'est la vie. Now I'm going to Persian word of the day. Clearly called a Trinity. Persian word is rule. Persian is qanun. Noon. Noontime nun. Catholic nuns. Nun bread. Enough said. Hashtag sure it's a new relation. No like blue project foundation. False piece of art. There's the same old golden oldie blue by hand. This is a support non-government organization, not power organization, Party like the Foundation, PLF, PFL, Positive People, look to support criminal jabars against the emoji and Gouda. Melrose broken like a flamingo, Vision Foods Best. Now I'm going to do culture news of the day. Food, dance, and music news to Clay Water Trinity. Why do Iran's clerical rulers fear women's belly buttons? From street crackdowns to televised sermons, Iran's hardline officials have turned women's exposed midriffs into a new battleground in the fight over compulsory hijab, revealing how deeply they fear women's agency over their own bodies. The struggle between the Iranian women and the defenders of compulsory hijab, backed by state media platforms, clerical power, and security forces on the streets, has moved beyond hair. In recent months, men aligned with the Islamic Republic have begun attacking what they call women's belly button display, treating it as a new sign of defiance. As the government tightens pressure through campaigns such as the Chastity and Hijab Situation Room, reportedly supported by more than 80,000 morality enforcers, pro-establishment theorists have escalated the rhetoric. The comments reveal how unsettled they are by the idea that women might freely decide what to wear, something many women's rights activists see as the first step towards true freedom. In one of the most controversial remarks, Hassan Rahimpour Azghadi, a member of the Supreme Council of the Islamic Cultural Revolution, shifted the panel on the 12th day of the war between Iran and Israel toward hijab enforcement. There was a time when the hijab problem was just hair. Now you walk down the street and you see both babes and belly buttons, he said. Before him, former Parliament Vice Speaker Ali Motahari, another outspoken defender of compulsory hijab, criticized President Masoud Pezeshkian's government, accusing it of promoting immodesty. He too singled out visible belly buttons. Yes, we say there shouldn't be excessive policing, but who is supposed to stop a woman who walks around with their navel exposed? Order mine. Ladies. I'm like a cat, meow. A closer look at such remarks shows that, although framed as concern over hijab, they are really about policing women's bodies, revealing how the Islamic Republic treats the female body as a political symbol and a measure of the Islamic Republic's religious authority. The view stands in direct opposition to women's basic freedoms, using body details to alarm conservatives. Videos and photos circulating this spring and summer showing young women in restaurants, shopping malls, and city streets wearing crop tops and short shirts, sharing moments of leisure that openly challenge state dress codes. In one case, after a user on social media called women in crop tops shameless, dozens of women responded by posting their own photos in midriff revealing clothes, many smiling or posing casually as if to say nothing is wrong with this. These images show young Iranian women confidently wearing the latest fashion trends, much like their peers elsewhere. A feminist activist in Tehran who asked to be identified as Bita for security reasons told Iranian journalists that focusing on navel exposure as a strategy to promote conservative audiences and brand the clothing as morally corrupt. She believes the growing visibility of such outfits helps normalize a woman's freedom to choose their dress, something the authorities see as a direct threat. Constant control and Gen Z that refuses to comply. The rapid spread of this fashion after the woman life freedom movement is widely seen as a generational revolt. Generation Z, backed by millennials, is rejecting decades of state-enforced modesty rules, and not just on clothing, but on women's rights more broadly. Yet the Islamic Republic appears unwilling to learn from past failures. Women's rights advocates say that every time officials publicly attack women's body exposure, they are signaling to the state that escalate repression. In this mindset, women are not viewed as citizens with agency, but as bodies to be controlled. Once a woman is reduced to this body, attention is redirected to hair, navel, clothing, never her autonomy. The result is a taboo culture that sexualizes women's bodies instead of normalizing them. Bita says the government's old methods of control are no longer effective. This generation wants to break forced rooms. This is exactly what Iranian society needed. What comes next? Since its founding, the Islamic Republic has turned the female body, especially through hijab enforcement, into a projection of state power and ideology. That makes it unlikely the clerical establishment will voluntarily step back. Crackdowns are expected to continue. But the growing presence of young women in public wearing crop tops suggests they are not backing down either. They appear determined to normalize their presence in society, despite the state's attempt to portray them as a sexual threat or a symbol of social disorder. Another woman inside Iran who writes about women's rights on social media told Iran journalists, in a patriarchal ideological system like the Islamic Republic, Controlling women's clothing is a way of protecting male authority and suppress progressive movements like woman life freedom. By removing hijab, women are not just protesting their dress codes, they are protesting the entire system. From this perspective, if the Islamic Republic stops policing women's bodies, it must begin recognizing them as full social actors, something that would require us sharing power. That is why the issue is not really about hair or belly buttons, it is about power. Bita ends with a warning. We women know that if we step back even once, the Islamic Republic will take 10 steps forward. Oh my God, that is so boring. That is so boring. Why am I supposed to be so boring? That's the new stuff. Now it's time for me to do the same. First and foremost, I'll take no sides in that opinion piece. Culture opens doors, policy closes doors. And culture, I'm not political. I can live my own life privately, out of sight, out of mind. In one ear, out the other ear. And yeah, I like to be my own business. I don't get involved with all that junk. What else? I'm going to say about golden oldie, Buddha dance. That's how fast my Buddha dance says. You blink, you miss my Buddha dance, me off others. What else? Woosah. Now it's time for karaoke. That's not here I go. Another summer day has come and gone away. I've been to Paris and Rome, but I want to go home in a random voice like home because I was the Oz movie. But also like E.T. movie, extraterrestrial movie. I'm an alien. I'm a foreigner, you see. Fresh out boat problems. Hashtag she bang boom bye. Over with it, hung do. She bang, she bang. Oh, baby, she moved. I go crazy. And so forth. I got booty belly because in 2005, grade 10 of high school, I jumped off a jump on me at height 120 pounds. I got lumbar disc herniation. I thought it was muscle. I kept doing it. In 2007, grade 12 of high school, I got most valuable player for volleyball, but I got lumbar disc herniation. I had booty belly. I couldn't jump or lunge good. I thought it was just something in my intestine, like a fish bone I ate or something. It was a sharp pain. And it was awful when I sneezed, it hurt. I had no idea what it was, really. Until after the colonoscopy, they did an MRI, and then they were like, oh, it turns out you have a lumbar disc herniation. You shouldn't have been doing all those 120-pound jumps off the 1 meter height. Stupidity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. That's why I'm against the law in Australia. They banned human under 16 days of age from using social media like Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Social media like Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok lets come on YouTube, vote, parkour. Instead, they can do extreme outdoor sports or rather give them advance their safety nets and cash because they're accountable to their parents, grandparents, uncles, aunties, the whole shebang. I'm crazy and I like it. Look at. What the? Why did I do that? Because I'm trying to show the future mother of my child I'm a human punching bag. Above the waist, below the neck. Below the money maker, above the baby maker. If you don't know, now you know. I like to compare my body to the Persian wolf. How did you call him Persian wolf? Mr. Olympian medal winner, Arnold Schwarzenegger said to the Persian wolf, look at this monster, it's not a tumor, get to the chopper. Unless there's a tumor, in which case we're going to F that cancer up. Breast cancer, ovarian cancer, prostate cancer. We're going to F these three main cancers up because they affect humans the most. And every other type of cancer, we're going to F the cancers up. We're not going to cure cancer. We're going to F cancer up. Cancer is a dirty word. Effing it is not the dirty word. Okay, me off others. We let it go before the film Frozen. Fog it all. We let it go before the film Frozen with Frisbee golf. It's like fog and rain, dickhead prostitutes trying to micromanage us again. Fog is not a dirty word. Fog's sake, what you talking about, me foggers? My Gandhi shorts, they have a mind of their own. They want to keep lowering down. Let me see. Nope. Yeah, I don't want it to go down. Strike one. Okay. It's very serious. I shouldn't laugh. Well, this has a good looking dance. God knows a good looking dance. Get it a good looking dance. Let's have let's come and show you how you ooze pyramidal here just made. This is crazy. He's like that smash. Take me to me Instagram and I know a lot of food tasters try to chase me, but he's like that smash. Take me to maybe Instagram. I'm bringing food tasting back in their blog. Yeah, them other food tasters don't know how to blog. Yeah, this is parody OD to Mr. Taste on Instagram or PTSD. I'm going to taste on Hangover Taster. Whoa! They're cousin Beyonce. Who cares how distant cousin I am with Beyonce? And distance enough. I have enough distance between me and my cousin Beyonce. That's okie dokie if I marry her. All humans are cousins that are, but some are close cousins, some are very far cousins. I think I'm a far. The point is, I'm related to Beyonce somehow. I don't care how far off I am as a cousin of Beyonce. I just love saying the word Beyonce. B, Queen B, yawn, boring. Say, mama say, mama say, mama don't sa. Mama say, mama sa sa. Waka waka waka, every time I feel waka marathon. This is how I do my physiotherapy stretches. Every time I feel. It's an old you walk through a film. You go outside the nightclub, like a Persian spot. Inside the nightclub, like a Persian. Outside the street, like a nightclub. Inside the nightclub, like a Persian spot. Crash on to my shirt. Yeah, keys down. Take your me off and clothes off. Take clothes off. Take your me off and clothes off. Take clothes off. It's getting hot. This me off and clothes. It's getting hot. And it's me off and clothes. Brum bum bum. Too close up. 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 Get naked. Get naked. I like big fat goat butts and I can't lie. You have me off first goats can't deny. When I go around the park in your face, your face you get sprung. It's getting hot. It's so hot. I'm taking off all my clothes. I am getting so hot. I'm gonna take my clothes off and shower. If you remember, my child would like to play racket sports or foosball. Otherwise, she's all stand with substance. Heavy truth all the work. Especially for our birthday, my genital. I didn't know babies. Fashion accessory 1 meets fashion accessory 2. And what is more, it's very moist. It's an ode to fashion watercolor painter who died recently, around 90 years of age from pneumonia. He's buried near Isfahan, if I'm not mistaken. I have to Google that. I have to Google this history. After having a 10-marriage contract, babies are going to have a future mother and a child. I'm going to divorce her according to our prenuptial agreement 10-marriage contract. And at the end of the 10-marriage contract, it's going to say, hashtag there are no goodbyes in love. Hashtag Hafa this FEZ. We're still going to be friends. There's not going to be no goodbye between my future mother, my child, and me. Because we have shared children with each other. And then after that, we're going to date there's no manada. You only live once if you have a 10-marriage contract once. And I'm going to have another 10-marriage contract, and another 10-marriage contract, and another 10-marriage contract. Baby, you and me sing. Nothing like Ducky Stuck at Flamingo, so let's find where I can do Discovery Channels on YouTube. I'll have a 10 seconds sound here with you. I have a Michael Jackson sound here with you. Hee. Michael Jackson sound saying nobody really cares about the Middle East. We really still care for peace and coexistence in the Middle East, for the Middle East, by the Middle East. In a democracy, a Charlie Chaplin movie, let's unite, proper peace out. Hashtag faith over fear. Hashtag unity diversity. Hashtag you are all born innocent. Hashtag I finally you were born me. Hashtag make Gandhi rest in peace. My Gandhi shorts. It's like Mama is hugging me with Gandhi. Proper peace out.